What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of BOP.
Why do you say everybody?
Because, what's up, everybody?
I feel like you're in a different layout than previously.
Oh, I am, because I moved my desk to the other wall. I still have to kind of clear up some of the stuff behind me. It'll look better by the time the season starts.
You need to do like a shiplap wall or something behind you to give you a nice...
This
Yeah.
wall right here is going to be something fancy in the future.
Yeah. I'm thinking like wood or brick or something.
Yeah, not shiplap, but the idea is to make it a fancy wall.
I watched it was like a parent video making fun of like remodels, and she's like, I want shiplap here and shiplap here and shiplap here, and we should do shiplap here.
Was it Dude Dad?
I think it was Dude Dad.
Yeah, that guy's the best. All right. So what are we doing this podcast for?
I don't know. I really just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I like it. I'm good. You did say we'd do a podcast when we sign up for this thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people what the thing is?
Yeah, we're doing a...
everybody knows.
I think everyone already knows we're doing an adventure race.
Yeah, that's
Nobody knows what an adventure race is. But did you see that they changed the distances since we originally discussed?
Really? No, I did not see this.
Okay, hold on. Let me read them to you and see if this changes anything for you. All right, so originally what we thought we were signing up for, and correct me if I'm wrong, was don't look. Are you looking? You're looking, aren't you? Don't look.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm not looking.
So you already saw the distances?
No, I haven't.
Okay, don't look.
Okay.
Originally, we were signing up for what we thought was a 2 to 3 mile kayak, correct?
No, I thought it was 7 to 8.
On the kayak?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I don't know. I thought it was 2 to 3. And then, okay, so what did you think the mountain bike was?
24 miles.
Okay. And what did you think the trek was?
I think it said like 5 to 8 mile run.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what it is. I thought it was like 2 to 3 mile kayak.
So you didn't know what you were signing up for.
I didn't know what I was signing up for. Yeah, that's pretty... Oh, they have the course up now. Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, really? Why do I feel like this website changed? Big Blue Adventure.
I swear those distances were not the same. It says 5 to 8 mile trail run, 24 mile mountain bike, 7 to 8 mile kayak.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what you were anticipating.
Yeah.
All right. No big deal.
No big deal. Not a problem whatsoever.
So for the kayak, are we going to be doing a tandem type deal? Are you okay with that?
I think that would be best.
As opposed to being an individual kayak?
Yeah, I think tandem. That'll add.
I did 3 miles in the kayak this weekend.
And
3 miles takes about an hour.
Oh, wow. That's...
Yeah.
Really? I don't know why in my head I kind of figured that once you got moving, like it's pretty quick in a kayak.
You just keep going faster and faster.
That's what I thought. I was like, you just start floating on the water and you're just flying.
In still water, a good kayak, like a fast kayak pace, I think would be like over 4 miles an hour. And I was doing like 3. Granted, I wasn't like seriously exerting myself. Like I stopped to fish a couple times, but like 3.1 was kind of my pace.
Gotcha.
So if we can do like 3.5, 4 miles an hour, we'll be doing pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I figured a tandem would be good. It'll add to the frustration. I think it'll add to the challenge.
For sure.
We're gonna have to coordinate.
We'll like be splashing each other.
Am I right or you're right?
Our race, 2 person.
24-mile mountain bike.
I am...
See, I'm a little bit freaked out by the elevation gain. 3,000 foot approximate altitude gain. That sounds insane.
In the mountain bike? Yeah, that's a lot, man.
Yeah,
and it's
man.
at like decent altitude already. Because I did like 1,600 feet altitude gain on like a 17-mile ride, and it was tough. But
Yeah.
it still only took like 2 hours. So we have 8 hours to this whole thing. If we pace ourselves, we should be all right.
Even that trail run, 1,000
There
feet
really is,
approximate altitude gain over 5 to 8 miles. It's a lot.
it says trail run, but I feel like a lot of that's just going to be like a hike,
Yeah, that's true.
trail
I mean,
hike.
we're not trying to break world records, right?
I just want to finish the race. I would like to get all the checkpoints should be our goal. But
Yeah.
all right,
I feel like that's one thing we've neglected so far is the orienteering portion of all of this.
I mean, I'm looking at like the maps and stuff that they give out for these things, and it seems pretty straightforward. I mean, it's a freaking map. We'll figure it out.
It's true. It's true.
We get lost, we get lost.
We just we'll just call out to people we see. Hey, are you doing this challenge too? You doing this adventure race? We'll just follow you.
I figured we would just like at the beginning we would pick out like the most like sufficient looking group and just do our
Yeah.
best to keep pace with them. You know,
Sure.
like the group that like definitely looks like they know what they're doing, and we just follow them.
Make friends with the biggest guy in the bar, right? Same concept.
It's never backfired. The last time I made friends with the biggest guy in the bar, he tried to fuck me.
Oh man.
All right. So we're doing this. We're signing up tonight.
Yeah, let's do it. Are we doing it now? Live?
Hold on. Let me go get my credit card.
Okay. You don't even have it memorized? I have mine memorized. I might have yours memorized. No one could know. 8 a.m. Tahoe Adventure Challenge starts. 4:30 p.m. barbecue. Sounds good.
Well, we're gonna make everybody who watches this sit through this nonsense before my big fantasy football announcement.
Oh, that's right. You have a big announcement.
All right. Team name is BOP, right?
I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Team category: male, mixed, or female.
Mixed. Male.
Shit. I think I'll register, and then you probably have to register like as yourself once our team is registered.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, I'm guessing it'll give me some sort of link or something for you. Emergency contact.
One or either or of our
Medical
wives.
information. What is my medical information?
You need like your insurance?
Just says, oh wow, this could get interesting. Medical information. I understand this event has no refund. Your entry includes a barbecue. Would you like to purchase additional barbecue? I don't think Stephanie's going to come. It's just going to be a weekend thing for me.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just put me down for one for now. And I don't know yet what we're going to do. We've got to talk about it now and see. Where are we going
Announcer information. Maybe announced as you
Wait, what?
There's a section for announcer information. So this is what they'll say as you cross the finish line.
Oh man. God. Do we have to decide all these things now? I wasn't ready for this.
We can register like next week. Maybe we can get some ideas from the people after they watch the pod.
Yeah. Okay. But keep going through. Maybe there's other sections we need to consider. Or is that it?
Okay, if you selected other, please. Oh, how do we find? I'm going on to the next to see if there's anything.
Okay.
Do you want any event merchandise?
Is it free?
No.
Probably not.
We need to rent a kayak.
Yeah.
That's it. So basically, we just need to know if we're joining as a male, mixed, or female, and then what our announcement information at the end is going to be.
Okay. So we'll sign up in
I
that.
feel like we really need to put some effort into how we get announced at the finish line. That's kind of important.
Are we? Yeah. Is it just one space for like how they announce our team as we cross the finish line, or is it like for each individual what you want to be called?
I think I think it's a team thing because this is the team registration, and then like you'll sign up as an individual on this team. So I don't know if you sign up as an individual if you get that option.
Gotcha. Maybe we should make them say like, "What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BOP." As we cross the line.
It's going to be stupid because nobody's going to be there to appreciate what gets said, and there's no way it's going to be like recorded. So it's really just for us.
It's just for us. Maybe something with
I don't feel that.
Jeremy and black guys or something like that. I don't know what. Play off that topic.
Why don't you guys comment below what the announcer should say as we cross the finish line? I'm really looking forward to those responses. Are you on your like 4G tonight or what?
No, I don't have good signal. Do I look
Your
blurry to
internet's
you?
just choppy. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it might be the Zencaster thing because your feed looks a little blurry from my end too.
Really?
But
Okay.
I
Well,
think
maybe it'll end up being nice.
it might be. I think it might be Zencaster. The way it Zencasts.
No worries.
New software, folks.
I'm pretty familiar with the.
What are you familiar with?
I'm just laughing at you. The way a Zencast, and you're on such like a huge delay for me that it's
Really?
you're laughing at something I laughed at like 10 seconds ago.
Oh man. Well, that's not good. Strike one for Zencast.
It's all right. All right, so we're doing an adventure race. Not that anyone gives a shit, but we're gonna do our best to document the actual race for you guys.
Yeah, we'll do a special.
And if you want to come support,
yeah, please come down to Lake Tahoe to support us.
We'll put a link to our Patreon account so you guys can sponsor this event.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, what were you? Should we move on to your big announcement? Whatever it may be. I don't know what it is.
My big announcement.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is? Of course you don't know what it is. You haven't talked to me.
Of course I don't know.
Of course I don't know. All right, so my big announcement. Are you ready?
I guess. Let's hear it.
So, in light of recent events surrounding the Green Bay Packers and quarterback Aaron Rodgers, I have officially decided that I will mimic his decision in my decision whether or not to compete in another fantasy football season.
So okay, so what you're saying is if he doesn't play in this NFL season, you're not playing in the fantasy football?
If he does not play, I will not play. If he plays, I will play.
What if what if he goes to a different team? You still play?
If he plays, I play.
Okay. That's the big decision or the big announcement, I mean.
I mean, it's the biggest announcement we've had as a league this offseason. We're talking about losing a team.
Wow. That would be huge.
I I also have some suggestions for whomever decides to be the commissioner this year. A few of them being, one of them being related to the draft itself, and the other being related to how funds are distributed amongst the league. I don't know if you have anything else you'd like to add on my previous comments before we move on, or if you want to hear my ideas.
Who I thought Jeremy was the commissioner. Is there some controversy or debate around that?
Oh, is he? I thought he said he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean maybe he said that, but does that mean anything to anyone?
He doesn't really have a choice. Not really. I like Jeremy being the commissioner. I really do.
Me too. Jeremy, under his leadership, this podcast flourished. We didn't have BOP during Oliver's time as commissioner.
That is also true. We've also never lost a team during any other leadership. Well, that's not true. We've went from 12 to 10, but we've never had anyone willingly leave the league.
Yeah. So, but that hasn't happened yet. Only if Aaron Rodgers does it. I don't know.
So just
Like you said,
it's all about how you define greatness.
yeah, I would define the last year and a half as pretty great for our fantasy football league.
He survived the COVID era. He brought us to the end of the COVID era.
Yeah, he deserves credit for that. Or what?
I have nothing but good things to say about our commissioner.
Okay, give us your ideas.
I could go on and on about all the great things I have to say. So my idea for the draft, and I think everyone's on board for this, is in order to determine the draft order, we do a punt, pass, and kick competition.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I think that was brought up before somewhere. I like the idea.
Yes, I brought it up before just to kind of feel out the room a little bit, and I think it was generally accepted by the group.
Who are your early favorites for each event?
Drew,
Punt, pass, kick.
Kyle.
But for which one? Say. Drew punt?
Drew and Kyle have to be the early favorites.
In general?
And you are probably up there.
You think me? Wow. I think I'm not going to do very well at the pass.
Well, anyone who can kick is already at an advantage because it's 2 out of 3. And in general, you can kick further than you can throw.
In general. Maybe you would think. I don't know. I feel like Drew's got a hell of an arm, so throw, he's got that.
But if you just if all things are equal, more people can kick further than they can throw. So Drew would have to be able to throw double in order to account for what Kyle or you could do.
Drew might be able to throw double.
But I'm thinking Drew can probably
kick. Maybe. I think the punt is tricky because the punt, you could have a really good punt that doesn't go very far. So you got to make sure you trajectorize it along the 45-degree axis to make sure you get the distance,
Sure.
right? Right? Because you could kick it,
I guess I'm not a
you
big
know,
punter.
you could punt it really high in the air. It goes nowhere. It goes like maybe 30 yards.
I feel like a good punt should be more than 30 yards.
A good one. But what about one that's just high? Uh,
I don't know. I'm going to start practicing next week.
the kick. Does the kick need to be a made field goal? Like, what if you kick it 50
No, the
yards but
kick is
miss?
so there's a you subtract how far away you are from center from your total distance on each event. So if the ball, if you kick a ball and it goes 40 yards, but it lands 20 yards to the right, it's 20 yards.
Oh, so the bounce plays
Or
in.
within maybe like we set like a window, you can be plus or minus 5 yards on the thing. Like there's a 10-yard lane, whatever the lane down the center of the football field is. I don't even know what that is. Like between the hash marks. So if you keep it
Yeah.
between the hash marks, you're good. And then outside hash marks, you're minus however many yards outside you are, I think is probably the right way to do it. We can look up the official punt, pass, and kick rules and just do it that way.
If there is an official, we should follow those, Commissioner. If you're listening.
I'll find it. I am willing to sanction the punt, pass, and kick competition and put together the results. I would also be willing to uh, be the sports book and set some early lines for the competition.
Okay. I think our degenerate gamblers would appreciate that.
For sure. Okay, scores are based on both distance and accuracy. For example, if a participant passes the ball 100 feet, but the ball lands 30 feet to the right, the final score is calculated by deducting 30 feet from 100, final score of 70. So that is the official rules.
Okay. Okay. Pays to be accurate then. So how,
So
well, I feel like with a punt though, how do you deal with the bounce, or do you go by where it hits the ground?
it's the first where it hits the ground.
Okay. We're not worried about crazy bounces. That makes sense. That'd be unfair.
I think this is the only fair way to determine the draft order.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
All right. So that's probably how we're going to do it. Jeremy,
What's your other
my
suggestion?
my other suggestion and proposal I have for the commissioner is that I would be willing to step up to the plate as secretary and control acceptance and distribution of funds. Um, and as secretary of the league, I am proposing a investment strategy that could potentially, let's say, 10x everybody's return and guarantee a free entry into the league.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're proposing that you take the like, what is it, $200 that we submit to the league and put it into an investment account and let it grow over time. I mean,
In a way, yes, but I'm not suggesting an investment account. I'm thinking some riskier type investments that would yield some
uh,
monster gains in a short period of time.
yeah, like Bitcoin or
Yes,
Dogecoin.
and as sec- as secretary, I would ask that I have no liability to the gains or losses in the league money, league
Yeah,
funds.
what happens if we lose it all like immediately? And then the what does the winner just get nothing, or do we all have to pay $20 again?
It, in my mind, it's no different than any other year the league has taken place. When does the winner ever get paid? It just seems like it's a shit show every year. So
No,
I
I've
will
paid
take
out
ownership.
every winner. I paid out every winner.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
You know, it's
I've
not the
never won. I've
craziest
never gotten
idea.
paid. So
Yeah, I've got 2 championships now to my name, so I feel pretty good about that. I'm the defending champion. Can you believe
how much
that?
have you gotten paid? I completely
Oh,
forgot about that.
actually, no, I got paid because I remember I used the money to throw the party, the party, like it was
Oh,
the party. You don't know the party that I threw? No, I used it to buy food or something for something at my house.
all right. So you got paid. That's one time.
Yeah,
It's not the craziest thing because we usually just put the money on fucking black anyways.
yeah, that's what I was
So
gonna say. Is
might as
it
well put it on
actually
black at
isn't?
the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, I like that risky investment strategy.
And then every week we can check on our investment and see how much the pot is at any given time. And we could potentially hold league votes on when to move funds or pull funds out of said account. It would be great for the podcast.
We should use the money to place bets on Dalton's weekly wheel winner. You know what I'm talking about? Dalton's wheel
We
of
should
winners.
use yeah, but what do you oh, so we take our money and it always every week we have to bet on whatever the wheel of winners
Yeah, I don't
is.
know. We'll pick an amount and then we bet on them just like money line or something, or and then we all have a vested interest in that team succeeding. We need we need Dalton's wheel to be
As
right.
secretary, I would have to look at the financials of the league and understand the ramifications of both investment strategies. But I think that's something we might be able to manage with increased dues.
Yeah, you would have to look into the financials of the league. Oh
Who
man,
knows where the money goes
I can't even
anymore?
keep a straight face. I don't know. There apparently were some sketchy moments during my reign as commissioner, but I swear I was trying to keep it on the up and up.
Well, everything will come to light. We'll pull financials, P&Ls for the last 5 years, and
You might have to audit me.
all right. So
Uh,
I've just thrown that out there. If the league is looking for a secretary, I would like to throw my hat in the ring, and I think we could do some big things, some degenerate things, some things to get the group excited, and potentially, like I'm saying, I'm talking. We're talking about 10x, 10x the return. So,
yeah,
anyways, just something to think about.
I like this. I like where this is headed. Everybody, we make different positions within the league. We've got commissioner, we've got secretary. We could have the Department of Player Safety. We could have lots of different ones.
Well, you we definitely need a like a owners union, which
Ah,
solely acts against the commissioner. The sole purpose of the owners union could come on the pod every other week and just tell us just tell
yeah.
us everything that they're mad at the commissioner about.
We did need to establish like a what was it, like a for disputes, like a jury type system.
Oh yeah, but that's an external
Ah, that's Tanner,
legal counsel.
legal counsel. Tanner, legal counsel, or somebody.
It should be like a group. It should be like Tanner and company or something that like
Yeah.
maybe he has two people in his league, and then we could do the same for their league because I'm sure they have the same issues that we have.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody deals with these types of things.
How do you guys handle your Dogecoin investment? Do you guys subtract outside of center or outside of the hash marks on your pump packs and kick?
Oh man, that's really funny. How do you handle your Dogecoin investment?
Uh,
Yeah. These are just
or do you take a more traditional approach like a Vanguard 500?
oh man. Oh, it's yeah, things everybody deals with.
I can't I can't wait till this season. It's going to be fantastic. I hope I don't have to sit out, but like I said, I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Yeah, totally. What is Aaron Rodgers going to do, huh? Does he go to the Raiders? Does he go to
I
Arizona?
think I think he plays for the Packers.
Yeah. What has to happen
It's boring, but
for him to do that? What do the Packers got to do to get him to stay?
I don't know. Just wait it out. He wants to play football. Like the guy wants to play football. He's he,
Does
just
he
wait it
though?
out. Maybe sign Allen Robinson.
Is he? You said he's married now, yeah, or he just has a girlfriend?
He's married now. Yeah,
He's married.
he's
Who's
married.
he? He's
So
married to somebody, right? A woman, yes.
her name, her name is Shailene Woodley.
Ah, yes, Shailene Woodley. Do you think maybe now that he's married, he doesn't care about football anymore?
I don't think so. He seemed like old. He during the golf match with Tom Brady, which he won. Um, he just seems so competitive, and like I feel like competitive people just want to compete. So he's gonna play. There's
Oh,
just no way he's gonna sit out.
Shailene Woodley, personal life. In February 2021, Rogers referred to his fiancee during his acceptance speech for league MVP. Willie
Oh,
confirmed
maybe
she's
they're not
in.
married yet, but
Oh, they're just engaged. That's he's focused on the wedding. That's why. There we go. We figured it out. I know this Shailene Woodley chick. She's in some movies. Divergent, maybe.
yes, she is in some movies. She was also in this like shipwrecked movie that was pretty good on Netflix.
Mm. Ah, here's her filmography. She was in Snowden. Ah, Adrift. It must be Adrift.
Adrift, yes. Snowden. She was also in Snowden.
Snowden. I never saw that one, but I want to see it. What they're doing to that guy is pretty
You should
crazy.
watch it.
He should be pardoned.
She's good in that movie.
She's in some TV shows that I don't know.
I think she's best known for her role in Big Little Lies.
Yes,
Not to
that
be
is.
confused with Pretty Little Liars.
Oh yeah, terrible show, Pretty Little Liars. I tried for like 2 seasons, didn't go anywhere. Had to
Didn't
give
you
that
like
one up.
used to go to like watch parties?
I may have been to a couple. No, that show sucks though. That show, it's one of those shows like it could easily come to a very early conclusion. Like by season 2, you feel like this show could definitely be wrapped up right now. And then they just keep dragging it on. And you're like, come on, like let's get to, and they're always like discover something new and you're like, wow, this is huge for the main plot. And then they drag on that one thing for like an entire season. You're like, what the hell? And then by the end of the season, they don't even resolve what had happened. And you're just like, are you shitting me?
That's
It's
like
one of
the Good
those.
Place is like that.
Yeah, The Good Place is kind of like that. I think what happened with The Good Place was it was always meant to be like a 1 or 2 season show, and then they realized like, oh wow, people like
And they
this,
just
and they like try to keep going.
it's kind of like
And
a feel good show. Yeah,
yeah, like The Good Place definitely could have been wrapped up in 2 seasons or less. They just didn't know where to go with
for
it.
sure. How many were there? 5?
I think there were 5, and for no reason, they just kept redoing the same story over and over again.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That's the one nice thing about The Office. Like maybe the Office dragged out some things, but I feel like they wrapped it up real nice. Like it all felt like it made sense.
The end of The Office was is like one of the few episodes, like shows that ended that I was okay with the way it ended. It just
Yeah,
like you had closure on everything. Like you knew, like Jim and Pam, like Jim was dialed in. He got to do what he like ultimately wanted to do. Their relationship was good. Aaron's mom comes back. Andy's okay. He's not completely crazy. Michael's kids
yeah,
started marrying each other. It was just fucking. It was great.
yeah, exactly.
It's every
I
parent's
mean,
dream.
yeah, have your kids marry each other. Yeah. I'm in season 8 of Friends right now, and man, what a great show! I forgot just how great of a show that
Oh,
is.
that's so good.
Like
Season 8. So Rachel's no, Rachel doesn't have the baby until season 9, right?
she's pregnant right now. That's what they like just announced. It happens very early in season 8. You find out she's pregnant with Ross's baby.
And the way that you find out she's pregnant is so good because Rachel comes on to Ross.
Yes, we just finished watching that episode with the whole Ken Adams.
Yeah, Ken Adams, some guy.
She's like,
The
when I
best
was
when they're watching that
backtracking.
episode is
Sorry, go ahead.
they're they're doing that in like they're watching it back, and Rachel's like, don't spill wine on the invitations. Don't do that. And she's just like doing this, and Rachel's all or Monica's pissed off at her, and Rachel just goes and tries to fast forward through the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Oh man, yeah, that scene is so good. Yeah, so Chandler and Monica just got married. And then like the big cliffhanger at the end of season 7 is that Rachel says she's pregnant, but you don't know who's the father. And then she finally you find
Right,
out
and there
it's
was the
Ross.
sweater
The sweater, right. Where Phoebe thought it was Tag, but it's not Tag's, it was Ross's.
tags. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. That's a really good show.
Yeah, it's such a good show. I laugh my ass off at every single episode, it seems like. It is the best written show I think I've ever watched in my life.
It's so irrelevant now, but it's only relevant because you understand the time. But they don't even get cell phones until like season 8.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, there are some things that are like dated, but it's like that's what makes it great. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like the comedy in that show will never get old. It's timeless.
Mm. I just think a lot of people won't get it. Like Lenny will never understand it.
We'll have to wait and see. When are you going to introduce her to it? Like middle school? Probably. Trying to think of
She's
like
probably already watched a couple
when
episodes. She
when
watched
we
the
started
first
watching
one.
it. Yeah, but when you're like a kid, you don't get it.
Probably middle school.
I think so. I think that's when we started watching it. You had all the seasons on DVD.
Yeah, I had all of them.
Nice. Good podcast.
Should we shut the podcast down? There's nothing else to talk about for the podcast.
That's all I got.
Save it out. See what this thing does.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to another episode of BOP. We'll be back. Please leave your comments on what they should announce us as was we cross the finish line, and we will read those responses in the next episode, and then we'll actually sign up. Okay.
Yep.
Bye.